How's it going, YouTube? Ricardo The Barber here, and we're going to transform this guy with a nice and quick bald fade, a little bit longer on top, just in time for the holidays. Make sure you guys watch this whole video. We're going to start out wetting the hair evenly, all on top, make sure it all gets wet. I'm going to go ahead, cut to the desired length, which in my case is going to be 1 finger width. And I'm going to continue from the front all the way to the back of the head, doing the same motion. Here's a little close-up. As you can see, all I'm doing is combing the hair toward my pointer finger, closing it in with the middle finger, placing my comb where my thumb is, and it's holding it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the hair. I'm going to repeat that all the way around. Now, after blow drying the client, make sure the hair is all dry. You can start with your first guideline. In this case, it's a bald fade. I'm gonna go ahead and make my initial bald guideline around the head, nice and even. Make sure I'm inverting my trimmer. This way, there's less blade exposure on the person's head for less irritation. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna shave all the hair down, all the way up to that guideline, nice and even, going against the grain. Once that's complete, grab your clippers that you use and go to an open blade, which is the longest length that your clipper will cut without a guard. This is called the half. You go ahead and make a 1-inch band all the way around the head. At the top of your stroke, you should use your wrist and flick out. This way you can cut all the hair that's longer, that's hanging down. You can get a better view of what you're doing and make sure you're doing it right and accurate. Next, grab your 1 guard. Leave your clipper in the same position, which means this 1 guard will equal a 1.5. You're going to go ahead and make another 1-inch band around the head. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my number 4 guard. And if you actually go straight up with a 4 guard attached to your clipper in the closed position, the shortest position it cuts, you can pretty much blend all the sides into the top very easily. Now we have our number 3 guard. We're going to start fading the 4 down. We're going to make sure we don't go above where that 4 guard was hidden and coming off the head. Same thing with our 2 in the closed position. Start blending into that 3. You're just going 4, 3, 2 in the same area almost, all right? You're gonna see everything start to blend properly, coming together. We can grab our 3/16, and that little last line you have there, you should be able to go from open to close and kind of work at it, and you'll see that line start disappearing. This is the act of fading. You're just basically cutting the hair shorter and shorter and shorter as you go lower and lower to the head. This way, all the visible guidelines are erased and disappeared. Once complete, grab your 1/16 guard and open it up. Stay below that line you just erased. And as you're cutting, you're gonna lower a couple clicks. If you don't have a click lever, you're gonna go ahead and close your clipper about halfway. You're gonna start blending the hair lower and lower each time. The lower you go, the more closed you have your clipper. I close one more click, and I blend a little lower. It's a very easy act to follow, just takes experience to get it right and get it good. When it's all said and done, if you have any dark spots in the area that you tried fading, you can go ahead and close the clipper a little bit per the area and try to lighten up, certain spots. You can't make a light spot dark, but you can darken up lighten up a dark spot. Once you feel you've gotten it good, go ahead and go back to your clipper without any guards. I close this clipper 2 clicks, which is again also about halfway. If you happen to make any more lines as you're fading, which means you probably went down a little too low or you blended up a little too high, just open the clipper a little more and just hit that area very lightly, and you'll probably be able to get any kind of demarcations out. So again, the lower you go to the head, the lower the clipper's gonna cut, the more clicks closed you're gonna be. All right, so once you're toward the bottom and you're gonna get that last guy line out, that clipper should be fully closed. And you should be flicking out within a 1/4 inch of that line to give it room to blend. Now you can really see it all coming together as far as a fade goes. Everything's starting to transition nicely. It's going toward the area you want it to go towards. Nice finished look. We're just going ahead and we're going to lighten up the dark spots all over. Once you feel you're good, continue the same steps around the head. For the sake of not having a 50-minute video, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to cancel the whole other side of the head. I'm going to show you the back, since the back is the only different area where you're kind of connecting, unfaded and faded areas. You're going to follow the same rules. Okay, now that that's complete, I'll go ahead and use the foil shaver around the head. This is what gets it extra bald. All right, foil shaver just kind of glides across the skin and cuts any stubble. You cut stubble with this thing, so me going against the grain, I'm cutting it down to where it's kind of like super smooth. You feel the skin, you don't really feel any hair, any rough hair. So you're gonna go ahead and complete that around the whole bottom half of the head where you made your bald guideline and you shaved with the trimmers. And you'll see that it kind of gets an extra level of freshness down there. So, I like to feel the skin with my hands and make sure I've cut all the hair and I don't leave, stubble in any areas where there's no stubble at all around it, kind of like a patch. So just do a good job here. Use the edge of your foil shaver to kind of blend in easier, because you could easily leave a line with this thing and it's not the best. But you just take it nice and slow. Nice and easy, practice, and you'll make it happen. He's not really getting a shape up. He just kind of gets the sides lightly done. Super natural, no enhancements. I'm gonna go ahead and do both sides. Nice and even, nice and straight. Hit that with the razor. Pull the skin nice and tight. That's all he's getting for a shape up, minus his beard. His beard's getting cleaned up off video. And you know, get the other side, doing the same process. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna style his hair. We're using Black Widow texturizing clay. And go ahead and I'm gonna you know, get it everywhere, all over his head. I'm gonna brush the desired direction and style it very nice for him the way he likes it. See any issues with your hair, a couple pieces of hair sticking out in the wrong direction, hit them. All right, I grab my shears here. I'm gonna go ahead and just hit any little hair that I don't like to make this the way I want it to be, nice and perfect, or as perfect as it can be. Once you're complete, you can spin your client around, check the fade, it should be nice. Here we are with the finished look. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys learn something. That's the biggest thing here. Hope you learn, you know. Knowledge is free. I say it all the time. I'll catch you guys in the next video, all right? Peace out.